This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The New Shannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McKay makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Ritson. Has a chance. Score! Off
the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from the Cavelli Fieldhouse at Union Area High School in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. It's the tip-off of the 2026 WPIAL basketball playoffs. You're watching live for free on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, as we have the preliminary game between Union and Greensburg Central Catholic. Alongside Eric Thomas, I'm James Dotson. Special shout out to the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Reason we have a free video broadcast for you tonight. Two teams, they met a year ago in what was an instant classic, one of the biggest upsets all across the district last year, Eric. Two completely different teams from a year ago. Greensburg Central Catholic ended up going all the way to the state semifinals, Union to the WPIAL finals, but both teams pretty much with entirely new lineups or close to it here coming into tonight's preliminary contest.
Yeah, new lineups, but I think one edge to Union, and we've talked about this in the past, is that they have a guy who started a WPIAL final last year in Landon Eckert. That's a huge deal. A guy that has championship game experience. You're talking about a Greensburg Central Catholic team, completely rebuilt top to bottom. Not only did they lose guys like Grady O'Rourke, the son of head coach Tim O'Rourke, they lost their head coach. They lost Samir Crosby, who opted not to play basketball this year. They had three guys that transferred out of the program, all right around the time that their banquet kicked in, and all would have been very valuable to this team, including sophomore guard A.J. Tarpley. They've also lost size due to transfer. It's rebuilt top to bottom. This team started 1-10 this season, and they had lost just 10 games in the two previous seasons combined. So complete different 180 from a season ago. But again, that edge to Union, because they have a guy who played in a title game a season ago, I think that might go a long way, not just determining how far Union goes, period, but how far they go here tonight.
Yeah, actually, it's not just Landon Eckert, though. You also got to look at Jordan Kelly, who actually was the leading scorer for Union. He was also a starter on that team last year. He had a team-high 14 points in the win over the Centurions a year ago, who also had a rough start to the year this year with a lot of fresh faces, no seniors on the Union lineup, and also a brand-new head coach. The similarities between these two teams is pretty impressive here, Eric.
Yeah, and you know, the contrasting coaches here, I mean, Darren Berkeley comes from out of state. He's originally from Newcastle, but comes back from Virginia, where he was a perennial playoff coach. Tim O'Rourke having to step into this, really navigate that rough patch. Again, advantage a little bit on the Union side there with Berkeley having coached in the playoffs 365 days ago, albeit in a different state, but a perennial playoff coach. So I think he felt more comfortable coming into his situation this year and then trying to figure out how to get the best out of this team, whereas Tim O'Rourke, it took a lot of time. It took him almost 2 months to kind of find their footing beneath them. Best win streak of the year, 3 games. They didn't do better than that. They lost on Friday coming into the playoffs. Not exactly on the trend that you want to be on, but they are playing their best basketball this season.
We'll step aside. We come back. We'll get starting lineups, some keys to the game, and opening tip here from Union Area High School. Back in a moment on the NFHS Network and the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Your national anthem here from the Cavelli Fieldhouse in Lawrence County as we get ready for tonight's game between the Union Scotties and the GCC Centurions. Castle Asphalt provides commercial or residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, and commercial line striping at castleasphalt.com. Give a shout out to the Crane Room Grill. Wings tonight if you're hungry after the game. Kitchen open until 10:30 with select appetizer specials. Make it a post-game tradition at the Crane Room. Time for your starting lineups being introduced there on the Greensburg Central Catholic side. And again, a young lineup for both of these teams. Kramer, Dennis, Glugos, Sabelka, and Botti. Just one senior represented there for GCC. And on the other side, you'll see for Union, no seniors in the lineup because none on the roster whatsoever. All fresh faces, but like you alluded to, a couple of starters back for Union going to play a big part in this game.
Yeah, they really are. They can rely on Jordan Kelly. They can rely on Landon Eckert. Jordan Kelly has played some of his best basketball late in the year, so he has really come on and become a major threat for this team, and I'd expect that they try to lean on him a little early. But again, a guy in Landon Eckert who we know can shoot the ball really well. Hasn't been the most consistent all season long, but is the go-to guy. And this is a playoff game. It's a go-to game, so we'll see how he responds to the challenge here tonight.
Again, Jordan Kelly, 14 points to lead the Scotties last year. There's Lucas Stanley had the big shots late, but Kelly the big factor of it. Let's take a look at a couple quick keys to the game here, Eric. Again, both teams so similar. Both coaches have really said it. It's about playing on the team aspect, both as a unit offensively and defensively. But I think it's for Union. Jordan Kelly the second half of the year has been crucial to their success. I think he is a big part of their success or non-success tonight with number 2 wearing white.
Yeah, and also he's taken 28 shots the last 2 games too. So, I mean, he has been more aggressive shooting the basketball. That's a good sign for them. They're going to need that. They need that number 2 option with Landon Eckert, and he has certainly stepped up and filled that role of late.
It's those 2 juniors with a sophomore and a pair of freshmen starting for Coach Berkeley as Union with first possession and already 25 seconds gone on this opening possession here for the U. As driving in the lane is Aiden Booker, kicks it out to Monte. Monte head fake, gets to the elbow, banks it home. Monte Booker averages 6 a game and a quick early bucket for the U.
Passed up a three. It's not a great three-point shooting team. 29%, 362 attempts on the year, but passing that up to opt to go for the 2-point and the bank shot.
Yeah, Landon Eckert, 51 three-pointers on the year. The rest of the team, 53 combined. That's now first deliberate possession for Greensburg Central Catholic. Neither of these teams high scoring, averaging in the low to mid 40s. Defense is going to dictate the pace for everything, and a good curl cut there, and off the window. Can't get it to go on the shot there from Samelka, but he's going to get his own rebound. Left alone, he'll pull up from 10 feet. No good there. Now a third chance opportunity coming in traffic. Off the window, no good. How about a fourth chance for the guys in gray? Bouncing around and finally grabbed by Aiden Booker. Coming the other way with numbers. Lane to the foul line. Stops, pops, back iron. Can't get the friendly roll.
Like the Union's not settling for threes early on, but Jordan Kelly no touch the first 2 trips down.
We have a whistle and a reach-in foul called. That's Nick Carasone in the men in stripes, along with Eric Walker and Dale Ross as that first foul going against Monte Booker. Go ahead.
2 teams are built similarly too. Not a lot of size, and that's where it hurts Greensburg Central because they lost a ton of size in the transfers after last season.
As you mentioned, 3 who transferred out of the program from a year ago, a couple of big losses on graduation as well, and each team with a new coach. Hard to believe that these are 2 of the best teams overall in Class 2A, and now this year they're playing in a pigtail game, no longer called a pigtail, a true play-in game they're calling them now to get into the round of 16. Better defensive end for Union, limiting the Centurions to 1 and done. Pass down low, looking to get it to Kelly. Good defense down low by Body to force the deflection and the interception. Now going in transition the other way, absorbing the contact is the freshman Tommy Lugos.
Too late on the pass on the other end by Booker. Needed to feed the post earlier. Kelly was calling for it. He was set up. Booker just waited too long, and that led to the easy trip the other way.
A lot of physicality so far on the defensive end for both teams, as Greensburg Central Catholic, well, 2-3 zone defense now, trying to pack it in. As you mentioned, not the greatest three-point shooting team on the year are the Scotties. Monte's going to try one, though, from the left wing. Too strong. Kelly flying in for the rebound, and he will get the team rebound as it's last touched by Samelka.
And Greensburg Central played this against teams like Jeanette all year, and Jeanette just shredded it. I mean, Jeanette ripped off in the first meeting 19 straight points against their zone. Union's going to have to prove that they can hit shots from the outside or do just that right there.
Yeah, good inbounds play. Getting tied up in the post there was James Body, and the first bucket for Kelly. Good solid cross screen set by Aiden Booker to Spring, the junior. Left wing, left corner 3, I should say, no good. Flying in for the rebound, but just throwing it away, trying to save it out of bounds. We're the Centurions. A good look, though, for Kramer.
Get it back in the paint.
Now, or get it to your big man outside, Landon Eckert. 52nd 3-ball of the year.
Need that if they're going to sit back in the zone. Got to have the zone buster.
And that's what will open things up big time for the likes of Kelly and Booker down low. Nice drive, draw, and dish as Body gets the deuce.
Defense overcommitted towards the baseline. Left Body wide open for the easy jumper.
And that's with a young team especially. Good help defense. It's always about that secondary help. And both of these teams, both these coaches have talked about that, about being that team unit and knowing that when one helps, somebody has to help for him. As Eckert heating up early.
That's a good sign. Get them out of this zone defense. They're daring Union to beat them, and so far Eckert 2 straight trips has done it.
Kramer head fake, tries to draw in against Kelly, gets in traffic.
Walk. Jeez. How many steps do you want the young man to take before you call it?
At least one more. Didn't get the shot to go anyway. Ball don't lie. Eckert, I thought he was going to go for number 3 from the volleyball line. Instead, fakes the handoff, goes right to the rack. Keep that one in mind for a play of the game. 8 points in a row for Landon Eckert. Timeout called by GCC. Pontius Insurance, home, auto, business, and life insurance with a local agent at pontiusinsurance.com.
Good time for Tim O'Rourke to react and call the timeout. Here's the replay. A little bit of a baby screen there by Kelly, and Eckert knew he had the lane. Nobody comes over to help. Easy drive, and he's got 8 in a row.
And a 12-4 lead early, but that's the other part too. First off, you have Jordan Kelly as a big threat. Both focus on him. You have Eckert, who's already drained 2 shots. A little hesitation is all it takes. And that's where he's made a big stride, kind of similar to what Lucas Stanley did between his sophomore and junior year, becoming more of the all-around player, especially in the lane.
No, and I don't think Kelly's done growing either. I think he is going to sprout up another couple inches. And, man, if he does, that is going to be a big problem for teams in 2A. You don't see many outside of Sewickley that have the kind of size that sort of size that you need really to become a rim protector and a big-time offensive threat. Body's a nice player size-wise for Greensburg Central, but I like Kelly's athleticism. You can really move him around.
Drive into the lane, knocked away, and good reaction time to steal it away by Booker. It's Monte Booker, gets it in the corner for Stephen Lane, rattles home a 3. 4th different Scotty with a bucket.
Yeah, and see, this is where a year ago, Greensburg Central did not find itself in these positions too much, but who steps up to be the #1 scorer for them? They haven't had one yet this year.
13-2 run for the Scotties, looking for more. Monte, hesitation, and he definitely traveled.
You know, this is where, like a Samir Crosby, even if he was the only one that came back from a season ago, he could kind of will this team, and they could all sort of, you know, build around him and play their game around him. And they don't have that right now. They're trying to develop it, and Tim O'Rourke's had to really go back to the drawing board a couple times this year to get it, but they just are not comfortable right now as somebody just becoming a dominant scorer for this team.
In and out on a 3 ball. We're going to have a whistle and a foul on the rebound as Kramer grabbed Kelly going for the bound. We'll also keep tabs of the big game going on up in District 10. Wilmington against Kennedy Catholic, 2 of the top 5 teams in girls basketball in the state of Pennsylvania in Class 2A. Eckert, 8 straight points for Union with an 11-point advantage, 2 minutes remaining in the opening frame. Booker got away with a walk as well, and a little delay, but a good call there from the officials. But back-to-back times, 2 different Bookers, a little bit too antsy. Got to put the ball on the floor before they shuffle the feet. I have a feeling I know what we're going to be watching in officiating class next week now, Eric. Tommy DeLugos, we'll see. I believe it's his cousin, the DeLugos, for the girls team, as we'll have coverage of Greensburg Central Catholic and Mohawk girls tomorrow. That's a 6 o'clock tip-off at Fox Chapel. Drive and draw to the corner. That's Stawobi, who came off the bench. Good cross-court pass to Body, and he's going to drain one from downtown. Big shot Body there.
Yeah, and Greensburg Central really needed that. Their offense right now is struggling. They cannot seem to find any kind of rhythm. And Body, one of the more veteran players, good athlete for the GCC football team and basketball.
Pass gets knocked back to Booker, stays with it. Jordan Kelly tries to fire one and misfires. I'm not sure there's been a single 3 that's hit the rim for Union. They've either been nothing but net or nothing but backboard.
Trying to stretch that defense out with Kelly a little bit. I'm sure I'm a huge fan of that, but how about Body now with 2 in a row?
He's got 7 of the 9 for the Centurions. Less than a minute to play now in the opening frame. Kelly does have 4 made 3-pointers on the year, but that one well off the mark.
You're simply trying to stretch the defense with that play, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're trying to keep this defense honest and make them come out and respect you, and hopefully that opens up some things. But Kelly probably, that's more of his game right there, just body up and
couldn't get it to go, and it looks like Aiden Booker will pick up the personal after the fact. Good job, though, even on that. They get it to him at the elbow. It's a triple team on him, doesn't panic, and that's a big step in the right direction that he's made from sophomore to junior year.
Yeah, and they're going to respect his ability when Kelly gets the ball simply because of how aggressive he's been the last 2 games. I mean, you can't watch their last 2 games and say to yourself, well, we can let this kid open. I mean, he has been one of the better offensive players, maybe the best offensive player that Union's had the last couple of games. Career
high 24 points in the last game. Nice turnaround jumper in the lane. All of a sudden, it's a 7-0 run back for the Centurions.
And I like Darren Berkeley not wasting a timeout, just going to let it take it down to the end of the quarter and see if they get the final shot.
It's Luke Samelka getting that bucket, and step back three-pointer on the way there from Monte Booker, no good. Now Centurions have a chance with the half-court heave off the mark. 15-11, Union leads in the preliminary round after one quarter. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet and NFHS Network.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Nick's Auto Body, located on South Mill Street in Newcastle. Impact players off the bat. James Body, 7 points in that opening quarter, 8 for Landon Eckert in a row. And first substitutes coming in for Union. 7-0 run, big right there for GCC to end the quarter, Eric.
Yeah, and your young team trying to find its way needs a little bit of momentum. They seem to thrive off that in the games they won. See if Union can buckle down defensively and try to hold this off.
Double team down low, and they're going to get a held ball, and that'll be a turnover, possession going over to the Scotties. Protect your possessions with MadureBonnerLaw.com. Local agent with ties in the community.
Another big difference here with Union, they can rotate Kelly out and bring Swayze Reigert in, which they did to start the quarter, so they go size for size. Greensburg Central doesn't have that luxury this year. Body is pretty much the post guy for this team. They need him on the floor, really, if they can get away with it the entire 32.
Little screen up top, give Eckert a chance. That one off the mark. First one he's missed. Good offensive bound for Aiden Booker. Can't get the putback to go. First miss from downtown for Landon. Then came in with just shy of half of the team's three-pointers made on the year. Well over 100 now in his career. And he gets another block defensively. So he pinned it against the backboard. Now starting to break the other way. He wants it all. In and out.
It's going to be the kind of game it seems like, with possessions being a premium and all important. Maybe work some clock down the floor if you're Union. I know Eckert's got the hot hand. He wants to heat check himself, but this is sort of sizing up to be a game in which possessions are going to matter the entire time.
Yeah, especially with the early run. The early run that came for Union right off the bat, and then GCC getting the run right back to end the quarter, and no points scored yet in the second.
Yeah,
it's going to be a game of runs.
It's a different feel for Greensburg Central Catholic too, because early in the year, a team throws a run like that at them, they're probably hanging their heads and walking off the floor thinking like, we have no shot to win this game, and that's been the biggest difference. I mean, 5 of their 6 wins are in conference, so that tells you that they have some mettle to them. They didn't beat Jeanette this year, lost to them both times, but they tested themselves as best they could against the best competition in the section, and they've got to feel pretty good about where they are in this game. They withstood a punch early, and they're still hanging around here.
Again, deliberate with the offense. Good hands by Booker to slap it away, but Semeka able to keep it going. Now look at Dennis. Hands it off to Lugos. Drives baseline, too strong. Landon Eckert crashing the boards again. Booker thought about a three. Baseline drive. Dishes it off the head of Riker. Got it right back, and then we're going to have a whistle and a reach-in foul as they have a little chuckle about it. Choosing your head there, Swayze. Should we check out our instant replay?
Literally off the forehead. And Kelly back in, so now they're going to go double size here with Kelly and Riger, which I like this move.
That's what I was going to ask, is how do you defend that if you're Greensburg?
Now, they make a little bit of a switch and put Kramer back there. Kramer's an offensive lineman on the football field, so he does have the girth, but I think Kelly likes the matchup there and might be able to take him off the dribble. Now they switch up.
I like that little two-man game. They got the switch, but then the double down onto him, kicks it right back out to Eckert. Good closeout, good defensive possession there. That gets the Greensburg bench up to their feet momentarily.
Yeah, that really was a nice closeout. Excellent job defensively. You know this Greensburg Central team, they focus on defense first. It's been that way forever.
Eckert got some space, too strong, but unable to corral the defensive rebound, It'll stay with Union. So Eckert 2 for 2 in the first quarter, 0 for 3 here in the second.
You watch this game and you think to yourself, Union's doing a good job of trying to find the right matchup to exploit it and really start to work with it. And Greensburg Central's done a better job, not only on Eckert, but on Kelly here in the second quarter. Reichert really isn't going to be that much of an offensive threat.
That's what they're going to need, is more buckets like that.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, James. It's got to go away from those two guys if they're going to clamp down on them, because you know this team is going to play good defense. Somebody else, the third scorer, needs to step up for Union and help them out.
Swayze Reichert gets his hands on that one, and it's a fumble. The lineman going for it, and Swayze Reichert's the one who's going to come out with it. And those are the gritty plays both these coaches and teams have been thriving upon over the course of this year.
This is kind of shaping up to be the grind-out style of game it was last year in the semis.
Yeah, the 42-40 final there for Union.
Leads in that game 3 at halftime by Greensburg.
Great find on the cut. Jordan Kelly to Landon Eckert right down Broadway.
That's what I'm saying. You know, possession's a premium. Make your extra pass.
Lane alters a shot there and then grabs the rebound.
Run the floor. Open yourself up.
Another elbow jumper, this time too strong for Monte Booker. A strong rebound carving out for Carson Kramer. But you're exactly right. Get some other guys involved, and when you focus too much on one of them, you leave somebody alone. That's a great find from your quarterback.
You're not the style of three-point shooting team you were a season ago if you're Union. So a lot of your offense has to be really predicated on moving without the ball, getting open, getting high percentage shots.
Body in and out on that one. And a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Lane across the lane will get it back from Reichert. Can't get it to go. Pass was a little bit behind Swayze as he tried to go tic-tac-toe across the lane. And going to the free throw line, but an and one is coming to Lugos as he hangs, and the ball hangs on the rim and falls.
It's a strong physical move by the freshman. They really like his game, and he jumped out of the gate this season and really gave them a spark, averaged about 14 points a game this year. And they like where his potential is headed and what he might be for this team. It impresses this team to me, and we talked slightly before midseason just about, my God, can you believe this Greensburg Central team is in the position that they're in? Like, they were a non-factor. They were a non-playoff team when you got to the end of January. They were out of the mix.
I think they were 1-10 at Christmas.
Yeah, 1-10 to start the season, and I think it got to 2-11 at one point. 31-game home win streak snapped, third game of the year. There's been so many reasons why this team could just be deflated the whole time, and yet here they are continuing to battle.
Alex Snively in for the first time for the Centurions. You also see Zion Waters in for the first time for Union, a 6-point lead after the miss on the free throw line. As Kelly loses it, able to regather it, and will look to reset the offense. Both these teams, that's been a key too. Got to hit free throws. Neither team very successful from the line this year.
No, we've seen that. That's been kind of an epidemic around the county too. Even some of the better teams that shoot the ball well, like Neshannock, struggle at the free throw line. Mohawk's got Fadden, who's 86, 87%, but even they struggle sometimes at the line. It has been an epidemic for these teams this year, and it's rather surprising. It's a fundamental.
Well, crazy too, because at one point Davey Quat was hitting 40% from three, but barely were 50% from the free throw line. Just couldn't get him to go. As Eckert's getting everything to go, that one won't fall, but he'll get a trip to the line for the first time tonight, and he's the one you want at the line if you're the Scotties. Team best 75%. That's the second foul against Carson Kramer as well. That last foul against Union, by the way, against Monte Booker, the freshman out there playing with 2. As Eckert makes the first. Parada Jones McCree, attorneys at law, excellence is their guarantee. And this is where I think Union could find some excellence as well. They've had so many different players throughout the course of the year in the starting lineup, rotating in and out. One of them coming in for the first time tonight, Ethan Heaney, started a lot of games early in the year. Swayze Reichert, as you mentioned, off the bench, started the first chunk of games. They have a lot who have starting experience.
I had to figure it was going to take, a full season for Darren Berkeley to really figure out what his lineup and his rotation was going to be, but he's found it here late.
Finally, corralled at midcourt. That ball was off of the hands of Tommy DeLugos on the rebound, got all the way to midcourt. Both coaches trying to get a timeout, and rightfully none given. There was no possession. Mad scramble for the ball, though, at midcourt. Just over 2 to play here in the opening half. Winner will take on Sewickley Academy, the 2 seed in this Class 2A tournament. We can take a look at the brackets here real quick. Producer Matt Flannery. As you see, Jeanette with the 1, Sewickley the 2. Olshan, Neshannock, and Claret in 3, 4, 5. Looking forward to a potential maybe rematch in either the 4-5 or the 4-12 game. Neshannock beat Claret in a non-section play, and 2 tight games against Shenango in the regular season as well.
Couldn't have been more clear who the winner of this gets. It's a very readable bracket.
Hey, how about that? 3-pointer from the wing, in and out for Zion Waters, and flying in is Stawobi for the rebound. Hey, they got him fixed up, don't worry. So I have to give a shout out to our friends at the Newcastle News, as it is off of Greensburg Central Catholic here. It is officially Moe's Madness for the WPIAL Championships, thanks to Moe's as a presenting sponsor for that. But no, we're not talking about Curly and Larry out there. Wonder how many of my high school students would even know who the Three Stooges are. No, they're not the guy. They're not the guys in stripes. Let's make that clear.
Sometimes wonder how many on our staff would know who they are.
That's a great point. Kelly down low gets it to Heaney. Little 10-footer from the baseline. Can't get it to call. But you see every time Kelly gets the ball, it's not 2, it's 3 gray jerseys coming at him.
Yeah, they figure somebody else is going to have to beat them, and it's a good call. Just leaning a little bit too much in there was Luca Dennis.
They'll get the offensive foul, the change in possession.
Can't really dip that shoulder when you're on the drive like that and put too much contact with your body into the defender. That was an excellent call. But, yeah, I mean, you watch the last couple of games for this Union team, and you see a Jordan Kelly that's been much more aggressive all year. They're looking at it like, hey, they want high percentage shots. We're going to try to take it away from them. If you want to beat us, you're going to have to do it from the outside. And for a minute, Union was doing that. And then now it's kind of cooled off. They want to keep trying to pound this ball inside.
Yeah, the score in the quarter right now is 5-2 in favor of Union as Kelly's shot short and out of bounds. Possession over the Greensburg Central Catholic. UPMC's Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care, getting you back on your feet faster. UPMC.com. Schedule an appointment at any of the 4 locations in the county. Now GCC with a chance. Do they wait and hold for the final shot for the last 30 seconds? Snively works it around the perimeter. That's Kramer now in the corner. Running the motion. Also interesting to see Coach Berkeley for Union. He's been seated on the bench for almost this entirety of the first half. With a whistle away from the ball, and I think fighting through a screen off the ball foul will go against Waters.
You know, it's funny you bring that up. Like, I've sort of noticed that about him a couple times seeing Union this year. He's not overly vocal. He doesn't really get after and chase some of the officials like you see.
Well, after Coach Stanley, I think anybody was going to seem not vocal. As good pump fake for Luke Samelka. He'll get a trip to the free throw line. And that's not saying that Coach Stanley was crazy, but, well, maybe it is. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he definitely got his money's worth night in and night out. I mean, there were some games you saw in WPIAL playoffs where he just, man, oh, man, I'm surprised he didn't get run out of the state going after some of those guys. But, you know, Darren Berkeley just seems to have much more of a calm about him, and he kind of doesn't overreact to situations. He doesn't change things on the fly just simply to change them. I think there's got to be a purpose behind what he does, and he wants to sit back and absorb what's happened in 16 minutes and then figure out how to win the next 16.
Both free throws no good, put back no good, and now can they get one last heave at the horn? They will not. Free throws not going well for either team. Union's 1 for 2. GCC's 0 for 3 from the line, and it's a 20-13 Union lead as the teams head to their respective locker rooms. We'll head to a commercial break and come back with the halftime show here in a moment. You're watching for free on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Baker's Waterproofing is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money. All from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
That's the power of Bowser.
You're always on the winning team with the Power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIAL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services with Creative Edge. They help make your project a reality. Visit them online or give them a call, 724-652-1372. As we take a look at our first half score. 20-13 the score at the halftime break. Landon Eckert, 2 threes, 2 twos, and 1 of 2 at the line, so 11 points for Eckert at the half. 4 for Booker, 3 for Lane, and 2 for Jordan Kelly. James Body lead GCC with 7 points. DeLugos with 4. Luke Samelka with 2. The score was only 5-2 in that second quarter. Eric, both teams shut down defense and just not a lot of creativity on the offense.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot of creativity on offense, and I kind of expected that out of Greensburg Central, just, again, given what they've gone through with this roster turnover and not having some of the weapons they expected back. But from a Union standpoint, I really like what they did early on. Eckert got the hot hand. They really tried to feed Kelly, and this Greensburg Central defense really keyed on him, so you expect them to take him away. And as been the case with Union this season, it's streaky, and sometimes guys step up and make shots. Other times they struggle, and tonight they're struggling. They got to figure out a way to do it. I think it has to start on the defensive end for them in the second half.
Let's take one more quick timeout. We'll come back with the second half action here from the Cavelli Fieldhouse at Union Area High School. 20-13 your halftime score. You're watching for free on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. Whoa. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIAL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Second half about to get underway. Union with a 20-13 lead over Greensburg Central Catholic. There's another look at your 2A boys basketball bracket, as the winner of this one will take on the 2 seed Sewickley Academy. A couple other of pigtail games going on tonight across both 2A and 5A basketball. You have Brentwood and Best Center. The winner will take on Jeanette, and Bentworth West Green. Winner will take on Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Check out the podcast from last night. Eric and I broke down all 12 playoff brackets with some looks at what we expect to be coming through. Lot of talented teams here all through this Class 2A WPIAL bracket, Eric.
Yeah, it really is, and I think there's two pretty clear-cut favorites, but there's certainly some opportunities for teams like Neshannock and others to make some noise, and these two teams are going to try to make some noise here to start the second half.
Monte Booker, his third little runner like that in the lane. Good start like he started the first half. Starts the third quarter as well with a bucket.
Yeah, I really think this first 4 to 5 minutes of this third quarter probably dictates the game. If Union's able to get some separation, can they keep the foot on the pedal? And if Greensburg's able to do what they did late in the first half, and that's hang around, then we're going to have a 4-quarter game. But this opening stretch right here really has to be, I think, grabbed by one of these two teams.
Interesting. Union didn't come out from the locker room until about 40 seconds were on the clock, so they didn't even get any shots up. Where GCC only making 1 3-ball in the first half, maybe not surprising. They came out quickly to try to get some extra shots up.
It's a difference in comfort level, too. I mean, Union needs to get more high-percentage looks, and Greensburg Central needs to play a little bit more methodical like they are here in this possession.
Yeah, about 40 seconds gone on the possession. Poked away from behind. Nicely done there by Stephen Lane, one of the 3 freshmen who've been seeing some time over the course of the year. As Booker goes into the lane with a little Euro step and a little bit of English, too, to put it up and in.
Yeah, see, again, high-percentage shots. Early in the possession, defense can't react to it.
That was one of our keys to the game, was a transition play. As you saw, getting the steal and going coast to coast was Union. Now they get another block from Kelly. He's quickly up the court. Better transition defense that time from the Centurions.
Go at Kramer if you're Kelly. Get the ball right back to him and let him go.
Yeah, first time they've really been able to get him one-on-one. No help this time, and he lost it on the way up. Asking for a foul, not going to get it. He's the last one to touch it out of bounds. One of your 2 starters back from last year. How's this for maybe a little insult? Number 2 didn't end up on the official WPIAL roster for Union. Oops. It happens. Luca Dennis hands it off to DeLugos, running the weave, gives it to Kramer. Kramer trying to get some space, and a blocking foul is going to be called against Lane. And that'll be his first, team's first of the second half. Get in the game with MVP Insurance, home, auto, term, life, and liability insurance, and more. MVPINS.com.
Oh, good feed.
No good on the shot. Ecker got a piece of the arm. And that's a textbook play on the inbounds, Eric, where defense, you got to be communicating. If you don't call it out perfectly, the screener gets left alone. Kramer goes to the line.
And moving without the ball, too, and anticipating the pass. That's a good way to get yourself to the foul line, too. You know that contact's going to come, but you just got to try to fight your way through it. And Kramer trying to earn these the hard way, but the free throw line has not been kind here tonight.
0 for 4 from the line. Both teams about 50% on the year. That's been the Achilles heel for both of these teams. Make it 0 for 5 now. Tough sledding for Coach O'Rourke's Centurions.
Yeah, 5 points right now. I mean, that would make a huge difference. It'd be a 2-possession game. It's fundamentals. The team's going to have to grow into learning how to make those.
Kelly sets the high screen for Eckert. Step back, gives the pass off. Nifty look, in and out, no good. That would have probably been a play of the game right there. Had the shot from Lane fallen. Baseline drive, Glugos hangs, no good. Putback attempt, no good. That's the first offensive rebound in the game for the Centurions since the opening minute of the contest. but still can't get one to fall.
No, we said first 4 to 5 minutes, so we've played 3 now, and Union's been able to extend that lead. And again, you know, 5-point differential, you're talking at the free throw line. Those things start to add up in these type of games. I mean, again, it'd be a 2-possession game if they were down 5 right now.
10-footer off the mark for Eckert. How about this? Tommy DeLugos had a and one at about the 3:30 mark in the second quarter. Those are the last points that the Centurions have scored.
That has got to end in a hurry for them.
2 trips to the line. Sometimes it takes seeing a ball go through the cylinder. The issue is you get to the line, those are supposed to be the easy points, and they certainly have not been.
Good defense cutting off the baseline.
Body left alone, though, for the long 3, no good. Second chance for Samelka. He kicks it back out, and looking to drive is Kramer, and he's going to draw a blocking foul against Aiden Booker, his second.
This is, again, where this young team just, it doesn't have, and maybe Tommy DeLugos becomes that guy, but it just doesn't have like an alpha right now that you can say, go get me 6-8 points like Union did with Eckert early in the game when he had that little run. They just don't have that makeup right now, and it's going to happen for them the more they work on it. But this team last year, they would go to one of any 3-4 guys on the floor, and one of the key ones, Samir Crosby, if they had him on the floor right now, he would be going right to the rack. Like that would not even be a question that he'd be the guy to try to go get the points.
Poked away from Kramer and into the hands of Eckert, and he'll just go coast to the coast and lay it up and in. Now GCC comes right back the other way, jumps up in the lane. Good quick hands by Lane to knock it out of bounds.
How about Lane getting back on defense, and that was actually end up being a 1-on-3 or 1-on-4 for a minute.
Doubling up the Centurions right now is Union. Body hands it right back for a little 10-footer, and when it rains, it pours. Right now, it is a drought for the Centurions. Can't get anything to fall. As soon as I say that, space in the lane for Samelka, a bucket and a timeout with 3:33 remaining here in the opening, or in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break, be back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
It's a 30.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
11-point lead for Union. The score was 20-13 at the halftime break. A little out-of-town score update up north. Wilmington led Kennedy Catholic 20-19 at the end of the first quarter. Up and down pace in D10 girls basketball. Grinded out style of play being put on by the Centurions and the Scotties here in the preliminary round of the Class 2A tournament. Winner to take on 2 seed Sewickley Academy, and was undefeated Sewickley Academy, as Booker will travel with the basketball. Was undefeated until the game on Monday night against the top team in the state of New Jersey. Good communication, the officials. They'll inbound on the sideline where the traveling violation occurred. Union pressure defense, barely getting across half court. Pass down low, knocked away once, getting it back. Little spinorama won't fall for Lugos. Up ahead is Lane. Off the window, can't get it to go. How about Air Jordan flying in? Back off the window and good.
Good job by Kelly running the floor. More transition opportunity.
Another steal for the Scotties, and it's going to be a foul on the way up for Aiden Booker. He'll get a chance to go to the line. That's a foul. There's no space given to land for number 5.
4 points in 14 minutes for Greensburg Central Catholic, almost 14 minutes.
Wow.
That is not going to win you many games.
Both of these teams at the beginning of the year knew they were going to be going through growing pains. And it's crazy. Like when we've talked to Coach Berkeley, and a great interview from our colleagues at Westmoreland Sports Network, Sean Myers, hate to give Sean credit, but I have to. Great interview with Coach O'Rourke earlier this week. If you listen to that O'Rourke interview, and every time he says Centurions or GCC, you say Union in its place, you might as well be having an interview with Coach Berkeley. It is the exact same story. It is crazy how similar these two teams have been in terms of rebuilding after losing a whole bunch of players a year ago.
I still think Kelly and Eckert make a big difference for Union, especially in this type of game.
A little floater in the lane for Joseph Foss. The senior gets his first bucket off the bench. Eckert with 13, Kelly only with 4. And he's been the focal point for GCC defensively, and credit to him, he's got a couple nice assists down from the block as well.
Yeah, and he's also rebounded the ball a few times too. He's played solid defense. This game's been more about what he's not doing scoring the ball tonight, and I think he's still been a factor in this game.
Yeah, the defense has been just a step better for the U. And everybody getting involved. Eckert's got a couple of blocks, Kelly a couple good blocks. Steals for Lane and Booker. And now methodical is Union on the offense, so this one's knocked into the backcourt, and a good job to regather and reposition himself in the offensive side of the court by Monte Booker. Avoids the turnover initially, but it is finally thrown away. Baseline floater and back-to-back buckets now for GCC. Cuts the lead to single digits. This is how the first quarter ended, Eric. A little run from GCC, keeping them within striking distance.
See how Union comes back here. See if they don't try to set something up for Eckert, rolling off a screen maybe. Get loose, get a look at 3.
I like a little two-man game between Eckert and Kelly, and that's the last thing you want. Miscommunication, no one knowing where they're going.
Yeah, they were just just way too bunched up on that side for that play, and a little miscommunication there. And again, in a game where those type of things start to add up, and you've cut this thing down to 10 with under 2 minutes to go, this is an important possession here for Greensburg Central. If they get a bucket here, Union's going to start feeling a little bit of heat, and that momentum's going to shift.
There is that bucket. It's another 7-0 run.
Yeah, Smelka is feeling it right now. Now Union, you've put the onus back on Union to have to come out and make a shot here, and that's exactly the type of game that Greensburg Central wanted to play. It was all about make somebody beat us. We can't beat ourselves. Greensburg Central's done that too much tonight, and now Union's going to have to step up and try to find one of their 2 big leaders here to get an important bucket here at the end of this third.
Samelka with 7 of his 9 here in this quarter. Landon Eckert says, I'll take that. And 1.
And that's it. Watch this replay. This is all Eckert. Clear out the lane a little bit, go right through 3 guys, little dipsy-do, and get the roll at home. And again, it's either him or Kelly. That's it.
He's got a game-high 16 points as he converts from the line. Corrado Jones-McCree, excellence is their guarantee. Give a shout-out real quick to Newcastle Transit Authority, serving the city of Newcastle with stops throughout Lawrence County and beyond, and daily routes to Pittsburgh as well. They're going your way. Lead back up to 10 after the 3-point play for Landon Eckert. 20 seconds remaining. His body gets a step, gets to the lane, and gets a trip to the free throw line. Get you a score update here from the Wilmington-Kennedy game in a moment. You can watch that with our friends up north. Sports Radio 96.7. How about the Hounds? A 7-point halftime lead. Give a shout out real quick to Reese Bruckner. 14 points in the first half. That means she's just 8 away from the 1,000 career point mark. Keep in mind, that Kennedy Catholic team, I think it's up to 95 straight region games that they have won. Could be a streak breaker. They can hold on in that one. GCC finally got a free throw to go. That one, second attempt off the mark, and last touched by Union. Now going offense or defense, GCC will get a couple of their players in foul trouble back in. .12 seconds to play in the third quarter. Samelka, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. 12 in the game, 10 in the quarter. Half-court heat from Eckert, just short. Leads down to 6 all of a sudden. 32-26, Scotties lead through 3 quarters of play in the preliminary round. You're watching for free on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Reese Bruckner as the January Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, as the county's leading scorer, approaching the 1,000 career points mark as well. Lawrence County SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel Wrestling's Casey Wilson as January's Male Athlete of the Month for getting his 100th career win on the mat and helping the Spartans to their first ever PIAA berth in program history. Congratulations and best of luck to Laurel's Casey Wilson and Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Coming up after the game, we will announce a play of the game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game with Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Ardro, and Kelsey Bowser. Hey, you spend too much time on the bleachers this time of year, they'll get you straightened out. Fourth quarter coming your way with a 6-point Union lead, a big possession, a 4-point possession for Greensburg Central Catholic, and they get the ball first to start the fourth with a backdoor cut in the bucket. Coming to Lugos. Cuts the lead down to 4. Look out.
Yeah, they just hung around and got big shots, and Union didn't do enough late in that third quarter to continue to separate themselves. And Greensburg Central, as they did in the first half, they kept fighting.
Foul line jumper for Waters. Can't get the friendly touch. How about Reichert? Big down low. Can't get the putback, though, either, and he's last to touch it out of bounds. All of a sudden, momentum all with the road Centurions.
James, every trip down the floor offensively for Union has got to run through Eckert or Kelly. They cannot afford anybody else at this point to really get the shots off. And Greensburg Central knows that, so you know their defense is going to be tight. They've got to run their offense through those two nonstop.
Hand off the body, cut off well defensively. And pulling it back out. Again, methodical in the offense, deliberate in the offense.
You can do it now. You're down 4.
Right, you had to go a little quicker when you were down by double digits. How about that? Getting the extra step. That's all it took, that little step to the lane. The bench likes it. It's a trip to the free throw line coming for Kramer.
Yeah, Tim O'Rourke has been up the whole time, pacing the sideline, talking to everybody as they get to the bench. I mean, he is invested in this team. He has seen this team through maybe the roughest patch they've gone through in recent history, and he's got his team, even though they can't hit free throws right now, he's got his team still standing here after this 3 rounds.
They're 1 of 8 from the line heading into this fourth quarter.
And just like their season, I mean, this game is a microcosm of the season. They had beaten themselves so bad in this game with some mistakes and not making free throws and not hitting shots and going 14 minutes with just 4 points. And yet somehow, some way, they're still hanging around this thing.
Crazy enough, that's the first point of the game for Carson Kramer. He's been all over the place on both sides of the court.
Got to get the ball, and there it is to Eckert. It's got to go to him and Kelly.
It's a 1-possession game.
Kelly not in the game right now, so everything should be going through Eckert. The ball should be in his hands right now.
Union has not trailed in the contest. And we're going to whistle and a reach-in against Kramer. That'll be his third. And you wonder how long do you give Kelly the rest on the sideline before you got to get him back in the field, into play.
It's got to be quick, I think. Got to be on the floor. Fouls aren't an issue.
Chatting with assistant coach Tyler Benedict right now. Union grad, now Union teacher. Love seeing that. That's foul line jumper for Booker. He's made a couple of those tonight, but not that one. Ball knocked out of bounds on the rebound. It will stay with Union. But you're right, not a lot of flow in the offense these last couple possessions, Eric. A lot of standing around.
Yeah, a lot of standing around, not moving without the ball. See, I mean, again, get the ball in bounds. I think it's got to go right back to Eckert.
And they're not exactly face guarding him. We're going to have a moving screen away from the ball against Zion Waters. Coach Berkeley disagrees, but it's going to be another change in possession. You're right, the foundation of this team, Kelly and Eckert. They got to find a way, weather a defensive storm, get Kelly back in the next couple of minutes, ready to finish out this contest.
And I understand Eckert might be more of a shooter, not a ball handler, but he's got to touch the rock down the floor.
And a break for Union as DeLugos was left wide open. No one covered him, and it didn't fall.
Best free throw shooter. Let the offense run through him. You can live and die if he misses shots. You've taken your best shot with him then.
5.5 to play. Booker gets into the lane, kicks it back out to Waters. Eckert gets a high screen. Landon, shake and bake. Good defense in the freshman Kramer. Right in his hip pocket the whole way. Got it knocked away, kicked out to Booker as a result. Shot no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Centurions.
Do such a good job as Kelly's going to come back in the game. They do such a good job of, and I like going with the two bigs here with Reichert and Kelly, but a nice job of killing time on the possession. And then a quick shot by Booker. He's got to pull that back out, let it reset, and give it back to Eckert.
Eckert, that's more in the flow. He's in the flow. 19 for Landon Eckert tonight.
He's got to touch the ball. It's got to be every trip down the floor. It's got to go through number one.
Lead back up to 6. Huge bucket. Mark that one down for a play of the game possibility.
And the defense altering the shot, Reichert and Kelly that time.
Yeah, hand in the face, maybe a little hand on the arm too. But out of control on the shot were the Centurions. Booker in traffic, can't get it to go, but he had the step, and he'll get it to step up to the line for a couple of free throws.
And Darren Berkeley still. I don't know that I've ever seen a coach in a playoff game sit as much as he has. Like, he is just so calm and poised over in that sideline, and it's like he's hardly moved. It's like he's in his easy chair.
Second best seat in the house. Best one is watching through the camera lens of Rob Nattell and Andrew Toman helping us out here tonight from Union. Both free throws good. Booker now in double figures.
That's huge.
You talked about that tertiary scoring. There it is. You didn't use the word tertiary, though, until I did. Baseline drive. Good block defensively. Kick out, though, and a three is good for number 3. Luka Dennis, first time he's had a chance to pull the trigger. Centurions needed that one. Lead down to 5. Could not keep the pivot foot. I have Union for 9 turnovers in the game. I think 5 of them have been on traveling violations.
And Kelly that time sort of flashed out like he was going to set the pick. And I think there might have been a little bit of miscommunication there with Booker and Kelly trying to figure out if he was going to roll off of that, get the ball to him, or if Booker was supposed to go around him and Kelly was doing more of the screen and roll type look.
You wonder, too, we didn't get a chance to talk about this much, Eric. New coaches, new systems, learning a new system and probably still having some confusion at times of what set you're running.
What set, and, not only that, but, I mean, how they scout.
As Samelcom, my word, he's come alive here in the second half. He's got 14.
How they prepare, how they see matchups differently than what Mark Stanley might have. It is different.
Shot into the lane, blocked. Swayze Riker able to get it back off the Monte Booker miss. A jump ball that will stay with the U.
And this is where the young team syndrome comes in now for Union. There's 3:14 left in this game. You're up by 3. You do not need to rush that possession like you're down 7 with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, you want to be deliberate, right?
You want to be more deliberate. You want to take time off the clock. You want to move without the ball, and you want to find Kelly, and you want to find Eckert.
4th foul there against Carson Kramer. As he had a hold of Eckert's arm, of Jordan Kelly's arm. 37-34.
Alex Snively into the game, first time for Greensburg Central.
Eckert gets the inbounds, gets to the lane. stops on a dime. His shot short, no good.
Trying to really look for contact that time.
And going right in and looking for contact the other way is DeLugos. Saw that Kelly wasn't in good guarding position, earns himself a trip to the line. Second trip to the line now for Tommy D. Dorn Concrete, laying the foundation for your home or business at dornconcrete.com.
It's amazing how in this game tonight, DeLugos
My word.
can't connect on the front end, but the ebbs and flows of it. I mean, at one point we're saying Greensburg Central needs to be deliberate, take the time off the clock. Now they're trying to push it a little bit, get the points here, down by 3. And then on the flip end, you know, Union was doing so well, moving without the ball. Eckert got hot for a minute.
Another no good free throw, but a putback. Leads down to 1. Timeout called after the Snively make. Timeout Union with 2:55 remaining. We'll take one as well. Big game here in preliminary action on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Big Ten Plus. Get 3 months of Big Ten Plus for only $4.99 per month. Scan the QR code or go to big10plus.com and enter NFHS when selecting a monthly pass at checkout.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
1 point game, just under 3 minutes to play. Scotties have not trailed here at home at the Covelli Fieldhouse. But GCC, they've trailed by double digits and have worked their way back. They get the ball to the elbow to Kelly. Go back and back out, look to reset the play. Again, more deliberate on the offense. Now this is what you've been asking for the last 3 or 4 minutes. To the elbow, in and out. No good on the shot from Monte Booker. Chance to take the lead for the first time tonight for the Centurions. Extra pass to the corner. Dennis misses everything. And a push on the rebound from behind is going to give Union the basketball. Covelli Crazies, I see some members of the Newcastle basketball team there joining the Covelli Crazies. We'll catch them out after their week-long break. They'll play on Thursday next week. And another timeout called, full timeout called by Coach Berkeley. We'll take another quick one as well. Back in a moment. 37-36 on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the NFHS Network.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
I got some Crane Room wings calling my name after tonight's game. It's been a good one. Union's led throughout. GCC has made a couple of big runs in response, though, ending the first and now in the early stage of the fourth, cutting the lead down to 1.
Yeah, I think again here, Kelly and Eckert, it's got to go in their hands.
They get the ball to Eckert on the wing. He's got a game-high 19 points. Hesitation. Booker gets the screen. Kicks it back out to Lane. Lane now drives in. His shot off the window and in. Big bucket for Stephen Lane. Just under 2 to play. Makes it a 3-point lead.
A good screen that time by Kelly, and a good job by Booker to find him underneath.
Absorbed the contact too. Good defensive position. The young man, Stephen Lane, now matching his average, 5 points on the night. Kramer passes on the 3, baseline drive, hangs on the rim and goes.
I don't know how that fell. Eckert was a little bit late getting over there, sliding over there defensively when Kramer went by Kelly in the corner. Here's a look at it, and you'll see Kelly does a good job to hold off there defensively, and then he's going to slip right by Eckert a little late to react over to it. Kramer doing a good job, that offensive lineman absorbing the contact and setting himself up here.
LCAP Medical Assistance Transportation Program. LCAP can assist with mileage reimbursements with medical appointments. Even can assist in signing up for transportation through the ACT system. And don't forget about the VITA program, Volunteers with Tax Assistance. It's coming up on tax time. You need help, give LCAP a call or visit them online, lccap.org, for your tax info. You're going to see a lot of timeouts here down the stretch. That is the 3rd timeout taken by Greensburg Central Catholic. So they have 2 remaining. Union should have 4 remaining. No more fouls to give. And I guess that's the next question I want to ask, Eric. With a $1:21 remaining, how long, if you're the Centurions, before you start deliberately fouling and put Union on the line? Again, neither team a good free throw shooting team.
Yeah, it is only if it gets to a 2-possession game, I think. If it stays around 1, you can just play defense. You don't have to worry about fouling. Obviously, at some point, if it gets down to like 21 seconds, you might think about it, but you keep it in that 1 possession range. Even if they get a 2 and it goes up 3, it's still 1 possession. You just play your defense.
Get a look at some of the Newcastle basketball players throwing up the U. You love it, Eric. We were talking about during the break. Where else do you see something like this going and supporting another local team?
Yeah, it's very cool of them to step over tonight, show some support for these guys. They all play summer leagues and camps and grade schools and everything like that. It's good that they're all supportive.
Union leads by 1 with the basketball. Monte Booker goes high post. Union going double bigs right now. Thought about a high-low. Into the lane. Good help defense. Kicks it back out. Lane for 3. No good. Swayze Riker goes in for the rebound but couldn't snag it. Like the play, like the look on the inside out. Eric just didn't fall.
No, it didn't. And again, Union's got to be cognizant of the clock here too,
yep.
And that's something you don't need that shot. You want to make Greensburg Central defend, but at some point you want to make them foul. The only way you can make them foul is if you eat more time off the clock.
Lugos finds the backdoor cut, and there's the first lead of the game for GCC on the first bucket of the game for JT Jawovi. And a steal from Jawovi, coast to coast for the deuce. Timeout Union with 32 seconds remaining.
James, the problem all started a possession ago for Union. And it was a good look at the swipe in the bucket, but rushing the shots, why? You don't need to force shots. When you're up by a point, you've got to take time off the clock. I know you're not a great free throw shooting team. You've got to make Greensburg Central Catholic defend you for as much of the clock as possible before they foul you, and have confidence in yourself to step to the line and hit the free throws. This game flipped not on those 2 possessions right there, but on the prior possession when Lane shot the 3, no need for it. Some of the rush shots early in these possessions, no need for it. Not getting the ball to Landon Eckert, not getting the ball to Jordan Kelly. Again, a game where these things add up. You have got to trust your 2 best players, and you have got to get a higher basketball IQ to be aware of that clock and make sure Greensburg Central exerts itself defensively and then starts to foul you late in the clock.
Kennedy has taken the lead over Wilmington midway through the 3rd quarter. It's 43-41 there. 42-39 GCC, and now they do have to be deliberate and quick. Right to the hoop goes Booker, no good on the shot. Eckert on the block is Reichert. His shot rolls in and out, no good. And now Union has to foul. They'll commit it with 18 seconds left, still 1 foul to give.
Yeah, the problem is that this is a one-possession game now, and I know the Centurions have struggled at the free throw line tonight, but you've got to put them on the line. I mean, you've got to try to extend it. You can live, and I said this a minute ago with Greensburg, you can live in this situation with playing defense for about maybe 9 seconds, but then at that point you got a foul. It doesn't have to be. See, I disagree with that. Defend. It's a one-possession game. Defend for about half of the clock, and then you got a foul.
Yeah, at least until you get across half court. But at the same time, if you know who you want to foul, and maybe this is the guy, 1 of 4 from the line tonight, Eric.
That's a fair point if you recognize that matchup, but I think you have to try to defend just like Greensburg Central did. They defended in their half court. They forced turnovers and got buckets.
Free throw no good. 2 of 15 from the line tonight is GCC.
You're playing the percentages here, and it's going to work out in their favor. Kramer misses his second one. You've got to box out if you're on those lows.
He does miss both, but it is an offensive rebound. And a putback, no good. Didn't need that shot either. Reichert's outlet pass tipped away. Eckert gets it. He's tripped up at midcourt, and there's the foul called. It's going to send Eckert to the line on the trip.
Boy, now what do you do? See, I think you try to make both.
Yeah, absolutely.
And cut it to one, and then foul right away on the inbound. Go the other way, so you have as much time as you may need to possibly get a 3 up.
Yeah, I think, well, make the first before making any sort of those indications, and a good timeout going to be called to ensure everybody is on the same page.
Boy, body almost. We've talked about shots and not needing that there. I understand, your mindset with trying to score, and I mean, if he scores there, the game's over. It's that simple. I get what he's trying to do there, but they did not need that shot, did Greensburg. Pull the ball back, make them foul you, and if you...
Having a safe and healthy home.
He's another one of those guys that you want to put the ball in the hands of and foul. I'm stunned that he was trying to put that back up. And then the right decision on the other end by Union, get the ball in Eckert's hands, let him create.
And there's the youth. I mean, case in point, both sides, you've seen opportunities to potentially ice the game and just doing essentially the wrong decision, trying to put a shot up or trying to rush a shot. And that'll come with time. But right now, time the enemy for Union. 8 seconds remaining. Landon Eckert going to the free throw line. It's the right guy you want at the line. Short.
Now you got to make the second. You've got to, James, you got to make the second here simply because you've got to foul in the inbound and hope that it's in the hands of somebody who's got the cold hand at the free throw line. You have to get a point here. You can't depend on them to miss 2 free throws up by 3.
And he does split the pair. 20 for Union. Timeout, Union.
And now if you're Tim O'Rourke, you're telling your team, I want the best free throw shooter that we have on the floor to get up and get this ball. Everybody else, get out of the way. I want the worst free throw shooter inbounding the ball, and I want the best free throw shooter catching the ball. We have got to play our percentages to our favor here.
That's Eric Thomas. I'm James Dotson. Union led this entire game until back-to-back buckets with just under a minute to play by J.T. Stowovi. The junior, a backdoor cut, a bucket, and then another steal and a bucket. A couple of ill-advised shots on both ends have made this an interesting contest.
I'll be curious to see how they set this up. I would assume, DeLugos probably gets the ball in his hands. DeLugos or maybe Stowovi. Stowovi's actually going to be the one that inbounds it. See, I'm putting Cameron or Body on those inbounds, and I'm making sure the ball's going either to DeLugos or, I guess you could look in some ways at Smelka, but And there's the foul, and that's the smart play. You got to foul right away to try to keep as much time as possible.
Luke Samelka leads the team with 14 points tonight. He's 0 for 2 from the line.
So at least for the moment, it works out in their favor. Both ends it.
Misses on the first. Unreal.
This team is going to shoot about 15 to 20% from the line tonight and may win this game.
Both are no good. Kelly, rebound initially, but then out of bounds, fighting for it. Kramer was touching the end line with 6 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Kramer had the inside position to try to get the ball, and he had to dive for it, and Kelly kind of laid off just ever so slightly at the tail end of that, recognizing it was going to be off Greensburg Central.
And nearly ran into Coach Needbala and Coach Nogue over there. No timeout taken. I think Union's going to try to get to midcourt to take that timeout. There's a foul over the back on the inbound.
Yeah, but I think that's a good play, though.
But it's going to put him to the line, Eric.
Yeah, I don't mind that, though, only because, again, let's look at the free throw shooting here for Union. It's a 52% free throw shooting team. You've denied Eckert. That's the key thing. Why wasn't Eckert going up to get the ball a little bit more aggressively is my question.
Now you do put a freshman to the line. Back iron. Do you make it? Do you miss it?
You got to miss it.
5 seconds remaining. Stephen Lane.
It's got to be a miss and a tap out, and Eckert's got to be ready to catch it and fire it.
Makes it. .30-second timeout. That's all that Union has remaining. Should be one timeout left for each team now.
So now we're going to play this game of you got to foul right away, but you are condensing the time you have to get the ball up to. And you know, here's my point with this, James. Like, if I'm Union and I know I'm going to try to go for a 3 or just need like a 2, Eckert's obviously the guy I want the ball in the hands of. You can't risk throwing a low percentage pass to half court and not have somebody come up and get the ball.
Yeah.
So if you're Eckert, you've got to be up about 3/4, kind of where Lane caught the ball, and eliminate the middleman and just put it in his hands. They're not going to foul him because they know he's the best free throw shooter. They're going to foul the freshman like they did, knowing that they can take their chances with him at the line. But if you're Eckert, you got to be more aggressive and go up and get that ball at 3/4, get it in your hands, and at least get it across half court to have a look.
They can run the baseline. Keep that in mind. There's the inbound pass, and they're going to get a foul from behind. Will send Tommy DeLugos. He's 0 for 3 from the line tonight. 3.5 seconds remaining. Excellence is their guarantee at Parada Jones McCree. Anything but excellent tonight are the Centurions from the free throw line.
And Darren Berkeley's going to make sure he's got Reichert and Kelly on the low blocks. Boy, you got to secure this rebound.
2 of 17 from the line. This is absolutely unfathomable.
Yeah, Body just yelled at everybody on the floor, and so did Tim O'Rourke. Do not foul.
Second one is good. 2-point lead. Inbounds to Stephen Lane. Nearly loses it out of bounds. The half-court heave will be short. 43-41, GCC comes from behind, and the Centurions will advance to the round of 16.
That's a gut punch if you're Union. I mean, you had this game won. You were up by double digits. And this resilient Greensburg Central team who's played its best basketball down the stretch. Second half of the year, they got 5 of their 6 wins. All their wins come after the holiday break in the second half, and they've just continued to get better and better and gel as a team, and their fight and their grit showed up here tonight. Now they got a date with Swickley one more time.
They'll face off next week on Monday night. 43-41 your final score. We'll recap it when we return. GCC advances on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, The businesses you've built or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Reese Bruckner as the January Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, as the county's leading scorer, approaching the 1,000 career points mark as well. Lawrence County SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel Wrestling's Casey Wilson as January's Male Athlete of the Month for getting his 100th career win on the mat and helping the Spartans to their first ever PIAA berth in program history. Congratulations and best of luck to Laurel's Casey Wilson and Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to MVPINS.com or call today to get your free quote.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, covering 140 schools throughout all 3 sports seasons. Trib HSSN is always there. On tribhssn.triblive.com, you'll find live and archived broadcasts, scores, standings, news, and so much more. The Trib Live High School Sports Network, broadcasting high school sports in Western Pennsylvania for 25 years.
Postgame show here at lcsportsnet.com. A 43-41 victory for Greensburg Central Catholic. They will inherit the quote-unquote 15 seed from the play-in game, and they will go and take on Swickley Academy with the come-from-behind victory tonight over Union, 43-41. Greensburg Central Catholic scored 13 points in the first half. They scored 13 in the third quarter and then 17 in the fourth quarter en route to their 43-41 lead. Young teams on both sides, a lot of ugly play, free throw shooting. I think you're going to see about 50 free throws shot per person in the first 10 minutes of practice tomorrow for Coach O'Rourke's squad. But in the end, you got to be impressed with a gritty performance of your coach O'Rourke, Eric, and they found a way. More than anything, they found a way to win it.
Yeah, they really did, and you got to be impressed with them. They have, again, played some of their best basketball down the stretch. Their record might not indicate it, 6-16, but they have certainly played their best in the second half of the year, collecting all the wins really from Christmas on. This team, again, started 1-10, and now they're going to be on to the first round of the 2A tournament and take on the second-seeded Swickley in a rematch of, well, it's not a rematch of the state tournament from last year, but it's a matchup of two teams that met in the state semifinals a season ago. Vastly different Greensburg Central team. It's pretty much the same Swickley team, so that's going to be one to really, Greensburg Central is going to have to put their work together here in the next couple of days and get ready for Monday night as they will take on Swickley. And that pretty much, that'll round out that side of the bracket, except Ulsh waiting for their play-in winner, and then Jeanette, of course, waiting for the play-in winner of the 16-17 game. And there's a look at the rest of the 2A bracket as everything will get underway on Monday. Thursday, Monday, and then off to the championship round a week from this weekend. Let's take a look at our scoring recap. Here tonight, Greensburg Central wins it by 2. They were led tonight by Luke Smelka with 12 points, 8 points for James Body, 7 points for Tommy DeLugos, very talented freshman. You can see the potential in that young man as he continues to get better and better on the floor as well. 4 points each for J.J. Stavley and also Alex Snively, and 3 apiece for Kramer and Luca Dennis, 2 for Joseph Foss off the bench. It adds up to 43, and you heard James talk about the free throw shooting woes for Greensburg Central Catholic as they somehow, some way win this game by 2 despite struggling all night at the free throw line. For Union in this game, they were led by Landon Eckert, did not get a touch the last 2 trips up the floor to try to get a look at a tie-in or a game-winning shot for the Scotties, but he finished tonight with 20 points, 10 for Monte Booker, 6 for Stephen Lane, 4 for Jordan Kelly. And Jordan Kelly's points tonight really aren't going to tell his story. He was good defensively, and he did his part rebounding, and really his presence on the floor was felt, but just 4 points for Kelly tonight as Greensburg really keyed on him offensively, and then 1 point for Aiden Booker. Zion Waters and Swayze Riker both played but did not score. Our play of the game tonight, it's going to be the swipe and bucket by Luke Smelka, or rather by J.J. Stavoy, who gave Greensburg Central Catholic the lead for the first time tonight. He had back-to-back buckets in the fourth quarter, and he is going to be our play of the game for that one that he picked off and took coast to coast and gave Greensburg Central Catholic the lead that they would not relinquish down the stretch. So congratulations to J.J. Stavoy, who picks up the play of the game tonight. And our MVP of the game tonight is going to be Union's Landon Eckert. Led everybody with 20 points tonight, and he had that hot stretch to start the game in the first quarter where he scored 8 straight. But again, no touches up the floor in the closing seconds for this Union team as they fall tonight 43-41 in the preliminary round of the WPIAL 2A tournament. That's going to end the season for the Scotties, who fall to 9-14 overall. Greensburg Central Catholic ups its record to 7-16, and they are back in action on Monday night as they will take on Swickley Academy in the first round of the WPIAL 2A tournament. That'll do it for the Tri-County Principals Association postgame show, as we'll have more coverage for you tomorrow night on both the Lawrence County Sports Network and also the NFHS Network. James and I will be down at Avonworth High School for a girls' tilt tomorrow night between Riverside and the Lady Lopes. We'll have that game for you coming up at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. You can watch that live on the NFHS Network in the first round of the WPIAL girls playoffs as more preliminaries and first-round games get underway tomorrow night. And then we head into Monday, President's Day, as full first-round action will get underway. And then the 6A boys get underway later in the week because they have the shorter field, so they'll get underway coming up on Thursday. But Monday night will be a full night of basketball, and tomorrow night we'll have that game for you on the NFHS Network beginning at 7 o'clock from Avonworth High School. For our producer, Matt Flannery, for everybody here at the Lawrence County Sports Network, for my partner, James Dotson, we'll talk to you again soon as Greensburg Central Catholic wins it tonight, 43-41. You've been watching live coverage of the WPIAL Boys 2A tournament on both the Lawrence County Sports Network and the NFHS Network. Take care and have a great night.
your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to New